everybody. My name is Hannah Moon. This is Soul in Training. Okay, let's start today by doing some soft, gentle movements. Let's just gently turn our heads, to the left side and stretch our necks. Just bring your nose to your left shoulder as it's comfortable. Just breathing into your chest, into your neck. And come back to center. Just pause for one moment and then gently go over to the other side. Bring your nose towards your right shoulder, giving that neck a nice stretch. Noticing any edges. Today we're going to be focusing on our edges, the texture of our practice. Just something I've been thinking about. Breathing and coming back to center. Okay, and take just a moment here. And let's just lift our arms up. Breathing in and cactus arms, about 90 degrees like a cactus, and opening up the heart. Just letting the air fill your body, fill your chest, and really stick out your chest so that your spine has a nice stretch. And on your next exhale, we can do the opposite direction. Turning yourself into a ball, bringing your chin to your chest, and maybe giving yourself a hug. And let it be a hug. You deserve a hug, especially from yourself. So breathe into your back here, stretching out your ribs. And let's do that again, opening up like unfolding a flower. The petals are opening up, looking up towards the sky. Just drinking in the sunshine, the nourishment. And then closing up those petals. Chin to your chest, hugging yourself. Noticing any edges. Anything that feels a little hard, just noticing where those edges are. It might be physical or it might be emotional. And just let that go gently. Coming back to center. And as you breathe in, bring up your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Breathing in, hold your breath. Hold, hold, hold. And breathe out, letting your shoulders down. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, all the way up, tensing up your shoulders, your neck, tensing, holding your breath. And breathe out, dropping your shoulders, relaxing your neck, relaxing your muscles. Okay, so now I invite you to take your seat. You could be sitting on a chair. If you do that, just have the bottoms of your feet flat on the ground, or you can sit on a cushion or a couple pillows. And just arrive here. You can allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable, or you can leave them slightly open. Just noticing the sound of the bell as it recedes, as it changes texture through Zoom. Maybe it sounds like the ocean. And just notice your breath right now. Notice how your body is receiving this air into your body, and let it be nourishing. Oh, you can take some deep breaths, giving your body, letting this breath be nourishing for you. Whatever kind of day you've had, whatever kind of week or year you've had, just the next few breaths, deep breaths, just as you breathe, bring that intentionality of care and nurture for yourself. It hasn't been easy. So just right now, give yourself the time through breath to take care of this body. Now notice your legs. Notice your feet. Now allow your legs to be heavier and let the contact point of your body to sink down a little deeper into your seat. Feel the connection to gravity. Can you sense that subtle pulling downward into the ground? Let your shoulders relax. Let your eyes relax, the muscles around your eye, your forehead. Let the back of your neck release. Let your jaw muscles surrender. And let your jaw, let your mouth cradle the weight of your tongue. So as we are more relaxed here in this still state, just keep continuing to bring care and a sense of compassion toward yourself. Without trying to change yourself. This practice is not about being better than how you are right now. It's more about accepting what is present for you right now, within you, whatever's inside of you. Whatever is happening in your body and in your internal world, just with your breath, breathe in and see if you can create more space inside of your body and inside your inner space to just be with yourself right now, just as you are. With all of your wonderful good qualities. Think of one or two nice qualities about yourself. And now think of a couple of qualities that you don't like so much about yourself. And breathe, creating that space to hold both the easy parts to hold and the other parts that are harder to hold. Breathe. Because those things that are harder to hold, they are only perceived flaws. Things that you have told yourself or someone has told you and you have internalized, right? It's not who you are. So hold both in this space inside of you. And notice any edges, any sense of roughness or sharpness. We're going to talk about texture a little bit. It's interesting to talk about texture when we practice. What arises for you when you soften your edges? And if it helps, you can soften your edges with your breath. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, you can soften those edges. You can sand them down a little bit. Make them smoother, make them softer, lighter. Notice in your body if you feel any hardness, any prickliness, any roughness, any bumpiness, like sandpaper, that kind of quality. Be it physical or emotional, just notice. Is anything coming up for you? Now, without changing that quality, and instead of wanting to run away from it or sweep it under the rug or not look at it, just try an experiment with me. I want you to look toward it. Look toward that hard texture, that roughness that you sense somewhere in your body, somewhere in your internal world, and look toward it. Look at it. Feel it. And just for a moment, if you can, see what arises. Is this texture associated with something? Does something come up for you? Now use your breath. Breathing deeply into that space of hardness. Let your breath be like warm water, just washing right over those cold, harder edges. And let the toughness soften a little bit. Let it be a little bit more porous. As you send breath there, we're sending compassion toward this part of ourselves. And notice what happens when you do this. And as you keep doing this, you may notice other textures coming up. It's okay, just hold those too. Maybe you notice other hard spots and rough spots. Instead of slamming the door on them, just open the door, invite it in, and look toward it with kindness and see what comes up for you when you do that. Let's gently guide ourselves back to our bodies. Noticing your skin, noticing the edges of our skin. Can we soften the edges of our skin? Notice any other sensations in your body that feel hard and rough. And notice if a sense of this feeling that you don't want to face it, that you want to avoid it. And if that happens, it's okay. Just notice that that's happening. And take a breath and send those rough spots, those harder edges. A deep breath. Bring your attention to your heart space now. Imagining perhaps a small light within your chest. Any color you want, pick a color. And this light is getting a little brighter. Every time you breathe, it's getting a little brighter and brighter. Every time you breathe in, you can use this image to help give yourself something visual, perhaps to use in your practice, in your everyday life when you feel hard. You know that feeling. You can begin to envision a light coming from your chest, and as you breathe into it, the soft light, let it soften those hard edges. And allow yourself to send kindness and compassion toward yourself. So let's just sit in silence for the remaining few moments. Allow the sound to send healing vibrations to every cell in your body. And also allow some gratitude to arise, and you can send that sense of gratitude toward every cell in your body as well. And when you're ready, you can start to bring some movement into your body wherever you like that feels comfortable. And at your own pace, you can start to just come back to your body, not that you ever left. The sounds in the room, the temperature of the air, the clothing on your body. And as you open your eyes, just gaze at whatever's right in front of you and allow that gaze to be soft. Remembering this meditation about texture. And I hope that you can remember that you can bring a sense of kindness and compassion to soften the harder edges that you find yourself in. So thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. I wish you well.